What's up, people? I'm Shaggy, the opinionated hippie. This is part 50, which seems crazy, of my reviewing and ranking Frank Zappa's guitar solos within the context of an album, and then ranking those albums based on their guitar solos only. I've already ranked the albums in their entirety elsewhere, including this one, Weasels Rip My Flesh, which was a top 10 album. But now I'm only looking at the solos. There's only 3 of them. I will say from the start, I love this album not because of the guitar solos. This is one of those where the guitar solos are just kind of an added bonus, but they're not the reason why I think this is an absolutely fantastic, amazing album. But I'm just going to discuss each of the guitar solos briefly in the order from 3, 2 to 1, least favorite to favorite, and then I'll show you where I rank the albums. Number 50, the 50th album. I'm going to do every album that has a guitar solo and then produce a massive list at the end that's just ridiculously long. Number 3 is the Orange County Lumber Truck. This is a live solo from October 68 from an Orange County Lumber Truck. We have other Orange County Lumber Truck solos floating around out there that I think are maybe better solos. What else to say about it? It's an Orange County Lumber Truck solo with Frank Zappa's playing in late 68. It's not that long. It gets abruptly cut off right when you're feeling it, like you're like, all right, let's ride it. Oh, Weasels Rip My Flesh. We're just gonna jump right into a wall of noise. So it's nice. It's the second half of the album that's loaded with all 3 of the guitar solos pretty much. So it's a nice kind of addition. It would have been nice had it gone longer. It would be nice if there were more guitar solos on this album in general, because it's such a fantastic album. But it's I don't think it's anything special. I don't think it's anything you need to go listen to. It works well in the context of the album. That would be my number 3. Don't really have much else to talk about an Orange County Lumber Truck solo. Number 2 is My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama. This is a studio solo. This is something I wish Frank played this song more often. I would love to hear like the 73 and 74 band like regularly like dip into this song and then have like a really long like Willie the Pimp type solo at the end. Like let Frank really explore this ending this song with a guitar. Just the title almost demands like a really long, indulgent, just attacking solo at the end. He never really did that, unfortunately. He gave it to us every so often. There were some good moments in the years, but I really wish this was more like a Montana or more like one of those just regular songs. I really like this song. It's really nice to hear the guitar solo at the end of this. It's not the longest. All of these are pretty short, like around a minute, maybe a little under, maybe a little over, especially these 2 I've talked about so far. But it's nice. It sounds good. This album would be somehow even better if we had more of this. It's enjoyable. It serves the song really well. I wish it was longer, and I wish we had more of these throughout like the history, like this song ending in more epic solos. Which leaves the only other song on here that has a solo, Get a Little. This is sort of, you get a little like maybe Lumpy Gravy talking type, or just talking to the band, interviewing the band type snippet of action, and then you just drop into the middle of this jam from I think it's a 69 show, February 69 show in the factory in the Bronx, and we just drop into the middle of this groove, and Frank's just going at it with this wah, 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 just laying down this like thick like wah, just soaked, just kind of really deep, groovy, funky thing, and then out of that just sort of establishing the framework, kind of building like one of those really just kind of burnt weenie sandwiches, like funky, slinky, sly type slithering solos that Frank did so well in this era. And this is, I think, this is easily the best solo on this album. It's a really good little moment that just really this album needs. Just a really, really good song. Really good solo. It's essentially just the solo. It's just really good. It's Frank's playing in 68 and 69, I don't think can compare like as far as like technically what he's doing, or even maybe with some of the ideas he's developing with later years. But this one is like it's the groove, it's the band, it's the vibe, and it's the way Frank's guitar is just nestled in this, and it's kind of funky and slinky and slithering, and it's like it's the entire package that just elevates the solo to just really really good heights. I'm discussing cover albums on elsewhere on this channel, and the first one I did was the jam band tribute to Frank Zappa, which I the only one I really didn't like, but there was a cover of Get a Little on there that is fantastic, that is like worth tracking down and check it out. It's on the jam band tribute to Frank Zappa. That Get a Little cover is really really good. But yeah, that's it. Those are the three I have for this album. Not really much more to say. I'm not attracted to this album because of these solos. Get a Little is maybe a draw. That's pretty fantastic. The other two are maybe just like little bonuses. Oh, good little sprinkles on top of the cupcake, right? That's what they look like in writing, the three, in case you have a really, really short memory. That's it. And then if I were to rank this album, again, based on guitar solos only, not based on the overall effect of the album and how much I love every other moment on this album, it's way at the back of the list. Like, I have it in number 44. Orchestral favorites, there's pretty much one solo there that's drawing me to it, but I think the Get a Little and then the other two here are just a little, maybe a little more enjoyable. The Zappa 88 has a couple solos on there that I think are really good, and that really is, those Zappa 88 solos are more of a draw for me to that album. Like, knowing that I'm going to get a couple of those solos draws me to that album more than the solos on Weasels draws me to Weasels, right? And Weasels is just like a bonus. So 44 is about right. That's not why I'm listening to this album, and I don't think these solos are what make it such an amazing, great album. But Get a Little is fantastic, but that's really about the whole package. But anyways, yeah, those are my thoughts on this crazy little project of doing this. But let me know yours. Your thought on these three solos, on this album, on Frank's guitar playing in the 60s, on what it would feel like for actual Weasels to rip your flesh. Not something I want to consider. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Nice and short today, because the sun is going down sooner, so the days are getting shorter. So I guess the videos will too. I'm rambling. Peace. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all that stuff. Talk to you later.